had a press conference over the PFF House of Football on Thursday.
Yeah.
And well, primarily what was supposed to be discussed that day was the Peace Cup and the Suzuki Cup.
Yeah.
Suzuki Cup draw was on Tuesday. The press can happen on Thursday. Okay, let's tackle the Peace Cup first.
Ooh.
So now we know who the opponents are because of the Suzuki Cup draw.
Yes.
So who are our opponents, Iko?
Well, first meeting natin with Chinese Taipei. Again, this is a third time meeting against them.
Okay.
After we won here in the Peace Cup, rather.
Yes.
First time was in 2012. We won 3-1 with Ed Sakapayong making a penalty save late in the match. Tapos, last year, talo tayo. 2-1 against
The Chinese Taipei.
Sa Bacolod.
Shocker. That was
Yes.
That was a
Considering na
Strong score.
sabi ng mga tao that it was the first loss in Visayan soil
Yes.
after a long while.
Yeah.
So, shocker siya. Then, now, kalaban ulit natin sila. And, forget natin, the venue will be in Rizal, which
Yes.
is, after a long time,
Almost
the Azcals are
more
back.
more than a year.
Yeah.
Yes, because the
More
last
than a
one was
year.
March.
March 2013,
Challenge
Challenge
Cup
Cup
qualifiers.
against Turkmenistan. Second,
Qualifiers pa.
Okay, so that's Chinese Taipei. Who else?
Myanmar, another
Okay.
familiar opposition. Nakalaban
Okay.
na natin yan nung last year lang,
Oh,
2013. Prior to that, 2012 Suzuki Cup, Phil and Angel goal allowed us to advance to the semifinals.
Okay, but this is also their first time in the Peace Cup.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then who's our third opponent?
Last but not the least,
Oh, definitely
masakit
not
to.
the least.
at masakit pa rin to sa akin,
Ay.
I think sa ating tatlo, it's Palestine.
Yes.
Basically, the winners of the Challenge Cup
Mhm.
and the last entrant to the AFC Asian Cup.
Yes.
Parang any changes, joke lang ah.
Well, I don't think there are going to be any more changes.
Yeah.
To
Considering
the lineup.
Yes.
Because this is already going to be held the first week of September.
Yes.
So
Lapit na.
we'll
Malapit
discuss the schedules later.
Later.
Yabs, when you found out who we were going to go up against, what was your reaction?
Wow. Because kasi if you look at the last two editions,
Yes.
I mean, no disrespect to the other teams, but this is just a more competitive Peace Cup.
Yes.
I mean, all of these countries, lahat tayo may history with them. And the most recent is Palestine. And
Yeah.
I think we want to prove something in that game. I have a feeling we're gonna prove something in that game. So it's a very nice build up to Suzuki Cup.
Okay.
So if there's a good pair of games coming, it will be coming from the Peace Cup.
Actually, when the Peace Cup was first held in 2012, I was actually very skeptical about it because it felt like it was an excuse just to give the team a trophy.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
first
a walk in the
trophy for
park
99
competition.
99
Right?
years.
Right?
Yeah.
Because and the first one was held in Bacolod.
No, in Manila.
In Manila?
Yes,
What was
in
Bacolod?
Manila.
Oh, 2000.
Last year.
Last year was Bacolod.
Last year was Bacolod, yes.
Okay. But yeah, that's what it felt like at first. The
Yeah.
Peace Cup was like, oh, sige, let's make a
Make this
competition. Let's invite some teams over. Let's see who wants to play here in the Philippines.
But I think,
Well, maybe because din wala na rin kasing long tank cups before.
aside from
Yeah,
that,
that's
it was
actually what
the
it was.
precursor to the
Yeah.
Long Tank Cup.
Yeah.
Pero,
Wala ni, so
that,
ito na lang.
when it first started, parang naisip din ng ng PFF na, sige, let's go with the flow from the previous Long Tank Cup. Let's try to re-invite the same teams
Yes.
as much as possible. Nga lang, Hong Kong backouts, pumalit Guam, which
Yeah.
we faced also in 2012.
Yes.
Then last year, sige,
Chinese Taipei.
gawin namin mas competitive, Chinese Taipei and Pakistan.
Yeah.
And na-prove naman na nanalo Chinese Taipei sa atin eh.
Yeah. But I think, well, there was a lot of there were a lot of things happening with the team
Yes.
at that
At that
time,
time.
of course. But anyway, yeah, that was a surprise. We still won
Yeah.
ultimately.
Yes.
But this year's version of the Peace Cup really feels like an actual competition.
Yes.
It is.
I mean,
Yes.
hindi,
It's parang a step up.
yeah, it's not like you just invite a team like Palestine to, hey, come over and have fun. It's not like that. This is a really
Nice. Nice
strong
couple games.
team.
Yeah.
This is a really strong team, and of course we all have that thing happening with Myanmar.
Yep.
and Palestine
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Chinese
That's right.
Taipei.
Yeah, I mean, of all the three, who do you think is the weakest team? Yeah, weakest, and then the strongest.
Probably Myanmar.
Is the weakest.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe because they have a new coach, but it's still coach ready.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's not really.
not really, diba?
That's, yes,
I mean, they're
it's
all
new
competitive.
For, but
They're
he's
really,
very familiar
really,
with the
really
Philippines
competitive.
because Radi
Abramovich.
used to be a coach of Singapore.
Singapore.
So who do you think is the strongest
Palestine.
opponent? Okay. How about you? It's the same.
Yes, same.
So you think Myanmar?
Oh, no. Chinese Taipei.
Okay,
is
Chinese Taipei.
Considering, since nakalaban na natin eh. Thrice,
Yes.
4 times pa
And I
nga
don't
ata
think
since-
we've heard anything from them since that time.
That's
Yeah.
yung last game nila was with us.
So that's it.
Yes.
Or Pakistan.
No, it's tayo last game nila. 2013.
Okay.
Wala na siyang I don't think they have another game in 2014. Earlier than this one.
Yeah. Myanmar, kailangan nila tong competition na to eh.
Why?
Since they're participating in the qualifiers of the Suzuki Cup.
Oh yeah.
That's their main
Yes,
goal.
exactly.
And you can't discount them.
They kind of have an axe to grind, of course, because we got into the Suzuki Cup,
Yeah, to the
Yes.
semifinals.
and they have to qualify. Still.
Yes.
So
Still.
that's a lot to.
Although their last game against Vietnam, yung Myanmar, they
Mhm.
lost 6-0.
Yeah.
to Vietnam,
Yes.
who
That's
of course
under-
we've beaten.
Twice. And we'll face again.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
I think, yeah.
What's this? Let's talk schedules. When is this? September.
I think according sa federation is September 3, 6, 9. Pero
Okay.
there's no finality in the schedule yet since
Kasi
wala pa kay
the
FIFA.
FIFA break is September 1
to 9.
to 9. Okay,
So
so
you must fall there.
it's going to
Yeah.
be in that.
That window.
Yes.
And kaya mas
Okay.
matagal siya ngayon kasi FIFA I think mandated that between games it has to be there's two days worth of rest.
Oh,
So
okay.
better
So
preparation
it's,
for the
it's
team.
like every third day. Games
Yeah.
are going to be every third day.
Similar to the
Suzuki
format
Cup.
of Suzuki Cup.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
2 days.
Okay.
Kasi
All right. So
consider
we
nila
will
na
just wait
mapapagod.
for more for the official
Yeah.
schedule to come out. Of course, during the press con, the PFF also told us a dream schedule for them
Yes.
Oh.
would be to play
Taipei.
Chinese Taipei first, and then Myanmar,
And
and
then
then
last.
Palestine.
Yes.
And since we're the hosts, hopefully we get that schedule, and I think it's
Yes.
going to be really, really exciting
Exciting.
for,
Oh.
especially because it's going to be in Rizal, as we said
Yeah,
earlier.
after a long while.
Oh my god.
And we are assured of, we are being assured by the PFF that the ticket prices for the games will be very reasonable. So I hope that is true. And hey, everybody should come down over to the Rizal
First time
Memorial.
after a long while.
Yeah, and,
And
you
then
know,
you
look
pitch.
at the pitch and
Yep.
and let's see after all of this stuff that's been happening with the team, how they'll actually,
perform.
how they'll be performing. And
Yes, to
yeah, it's
Support
going to
your
be
team. Come out. Yeah.
come out and watch the Ascos.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we tweet us what you think about what's going to happen in the Peace Cup, and then let us know what your thoughts are about the rest of the teams.
Yeah.